In my opinion, the best diet in the world is a whole foods diet. This is because it does all four things that a diet should do. It maximizes muscle gain, minimizes fat gain, improves your health, and feels sustainable. A whole foods diet primarily consists of whole unprocessed foods, for example, vegetables, fruits, nuts, seeds, meat, eggs, fish, legumes, whole grains, unprocessed dairy products, and healthy oils. I've been following this diet for about 2 years now, and this is how my physique looks right now. And as you can see, this diet clearly works for muscle building and fat loss purposes, as well as improving your health in general, because a whole foods diet contains a lot of vitamins and minerals, which are crucial for optimal health. I've had visible abs for the past 2 years straight, which for me is completely crazy, because I have never had visible abs before in my life at all. I've never been over 13% body fat in the past 2 years, and I have never tracked a single calorie. I eat mostly the foods that I mentioned before, and I never have cheat days or anything like that. And you may think that I'm over restricting myself, but the thing is, I get zero junk food cravings. If someone offered me an ice cream or an apple, I would gladly pick the apple. I know that cutting all junk food out of your diet may sound too extreme to you, and I agree, but you don't have to do that. Think of healthy eating as a skill that you have to level up. I have been practicing this skill for about 2 years now, and of course I'm gonna be at a higher level than someone who wants to start eating healthier but eats junk food every single day. Let's say that you're a level 1 noob and I'm at level 10. If you want to start eating healthier, then you shouldn't try to eat like me, because you will just feel overwhelmed. Because if you were playing Minecraft, for example, would you try to kill the Ender Dragon with a wooden sword? Of course not. Then just don't try to do the same with healthy eating. If you are addicted to junk food, then the solution isn't to cut it all out. The solution is to slowly level up your healthy eating skill by incorporating healthy meals in your diet. Think of each healthy meal that you eat as 5 XP for your healthy eating skill. Every time that you eat a healthy meal, you get closer to the next level, until you reach the level that I'm at, where eating junk food doesn't even cross your mind. So if you're a level 1 noob, then I would recommend you to eat just one healthy meal every single day. That will get you somewhat used to eating healthy meals, but not overwhelm you. When you reach level 2, you can increase the difficulty to eating a healthy meal every single day, but every 2 days you eat, for example, 2 healthy meals. As you can see, the goal is to slowly increase the healthy meal volume in your diet, instead of just rushing into the level 10 territory and feeling like shit afterwards. I just found out that I really like to use the video game analogy, because you can apply it to almost anything in life, and most of you watching here probably play video games before, so it's easy for you to understand as well. Another thing that I want to talk about is protein, because if you want to build muscle or lose fat, then the most important macronutrient is protein, because protein is the building block of our muscles, and it plays a huge role in all body tissues. You should be eating about 120 to 180 grams of protein per day. And I know that a lot of fitness YouTubers are telling you to eat a gram of protein per pound of body weight. And while that advice is great for someone at a healthy weight, I wouldn't recommend a fat 300-pound man to eat 300 grams of protein per day, because that is just overkill. Most of the whole foods that I mentioned before are good protein sources as well. For example, meat, eggs, fish, nuts, seeds, whole grains, and some dairy products as well. Another great protein source is protein powder, but it shouldn't be your primary protein source, because it lacks vitamins and minerals. And if you have a sweet tooth, then protein powder is going to be your savior. But just make sure that you get a good tasting protein powder. There are so many desserts that you can make out of protein powder that you won't even need to use sugar anymore, and you will get some extra protein in your diet. Another healthy way to satisfy your sweet tooth is by eating fruit, because fruits are typically very sweet, because they contain a lot of sugar, but the sugar found in fruits is better than a regular white sugar. So whenever I get a craving for something sweet, I eat an apple or an orange and my craving is satisfied. I like to think as fruits is like a cheat code to a healthy diet, because they are very tasty and they are very nutritious, because they contain fiber, vitamins and minerals. Another huge benefit of this diet is that you don't need to count calories. I actually despise counting calories, because when I do that, I just see food as numbers and don't even enjoy it anymore. My favorite way to eat is to eat intuitively. I basically eat when I'm hungry and stop when I'm full, and I eat what I want and when I want. Now that I eat a whole foods diet, my hunger signals have regulated, and I'm just not hungry as often, because the food that I eat is so filling. And what do you think is more filling? 300 grams of broccoli or 50 grams of ice cream? Of course the broccoli, but you know what's the weird thing? They both contain the same amount of calories. Think about it. A 1 tablespoon of ice cream contains the same amount of calories as a large broccoli. Like, isn't that mind-blowing? When you get to the level 10 of healthy eating, which is the level where I'm at, life truly is different. I don't even remember the last time when I had a junk food craving. Steamed vegetables to me are delicious. Like, how weird is that? Yesterday I steamed the broccoli, sprinkled it with a little bit of salt, and ate it just like that. And I thought it was absolutely delicious. Have you ever met a person in your life who said that steamed vegetables are delicious by itself? Probably not. You probably think that I'm a weirdo for saying that, but at least I'm a healthy and a jacked weirdo. So, the summary of this video is this. The best diet in the world is a whole foods diet. That's because it does all four things that a diet should do. It maximizes muscle gain, minimizes fat gain, it improves your health, and it's sustainable because you don't need to track calories. Humans were designed to eat a whole foods diet. We weren't designed to eat McDonald's and ice cream every single day, because foods like that aren't found in nature. When you eat a diet that's designed for humans, you will never be fat, because humans weren't designed to be fat. We were designed to be lean, muscular, and athletic. But nowadays, it's completely upside down. Most of the world is obese, because most of the world eats junk food every single day. Like, think about it. 1,000 years ago, it was so rare to see an obese man. But nowadays, it's the norm. And that's because 1,000 years ago, we were eating a whole foods diet, and now we're eating a standard American diet. If you found this video helpful, then I would really appreciate it if you left a like and subscribe. Have a great day, and remember, do the hard work, especially when you don't feel like it. Peace.